Hello guys, let's talk about where we use proportions in everyday life. Let's start with profit and loss. So a profit is when you buy something and you sell it. That extra money you make is the profit. So profit is given by the selling price minus the cost price. Caleb buys a laptop for 6,000 rands and sells it for a 50% profit. How much is the profit in rands? Now here you can apply direct proportion. 6,000 rands is equals to 100%. Now you always apply 100% to an amount that has not been discounted, to an amount without profit, to an amount without loss, to an amount without interest. That's what you always equate to 100%. So 50%, which is going to be the profit, this is a direct proportion. 100% is equals to 6,000, 50% is equals to less. When you say less, you create a fraction here and the small number will go on top. 50% divided by 100% times 6,000 rands. Percent and percent will cancel, you are only left with rands. 150, 15 to 50 is 1, 15 to 100 that's 2. Half of 6,000, you are left with 3,000 rands. So we know his profit. How much did he sell the laptop? We know that your profit is equal to your selling price minus the cost price. So we can find the selling price. Part 2, we know that our profit, so we want to find the selling because they're asking how much did he sell the laptop for. So we take this and put it to the other side. We have profit plus cost is equals to the selling price. So now we can find the selling price. So selling is equals to the profit was 3,000 plus the cost was 6,000. And 6 plus 3, you get 9,000 rands. Let's do one more example on profit. Caleb bought another laptop for 6,000 and sold it for 8,000 rands. So he made some money. How much was his profit? So we know that profit is equals to selling price minus your cost or your buying price. So for profit, how much did he sell it for? 8,000 minus the cost of the laptop, 6,000. So his profit was, so Caleb made a profit of 2,000 rands. How much was his profit as a percentage? So we need to express this as a percentage. So remember what I said, when you are using proportions with these, always take the initial amount that has not been put profit, that has not been put discount, that has not been put interest or anything like that. That's what you equate to 100%. Caleb bought another laptop for 6,000 and sold it for 8,000. So this is the original price, the 6,000. So your 6,000 rands is the unadulterated price. It's equal to 100%. How much was his profit as a percentage? We have the profit, it's 2,000. And we want to see how much it is as a percentage. 2,000, compare 6,000 and 2,000. 2,000 is less as a direct proportion. So 2,000 over 6,000. Round and round, 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 6, 3. So it's a third of 100%. This is 33 33.3 recurring percent. His profit is 33.33%. Now let's talk about loss. The profit equation is the same with the loss equation. So profit is equals to selling price minus your buying price, or you can call it cost price. So profit happens when this answer is positive, and loss will happen when this answer is negative. So we just use the same equation. Example 3. Linda bought a TV for 10,000 rands. However, a week later, she is forced to sell it, and she sold the TV for 5,000 rands. So she's selling it for less than what she bought it. How much was her loss? So you use the profit equation. So selling price, she sold it for 5,000, but cost price or buying price, she bought it for 10,000. So your answer is equals to a minus 5,000. Now, if you get a profit of minus 5,000, that's a loss. So long this answer is a negative, that's a loss. So we now have the loss. What was a loss as a percentage? Okay. So Linda bought a TV for 10,000 rands. This is the original amount without putting any profit, without putting any loss, without putting any percentages. So this is the original amount. That's where you put your 100%. What was a loss as a percentage? So our 100% is equals to 10,000 rands. But we have our loss. Our loss is 5,000. That's our loss. Is it going to be more than 100% or less? It's going to be less. So if you say less, the smaller number on top, 5,000 rands divided by 10,000 rands times 100%. Rand and rand will cancel. 5,000 into 5,000, 1. 5,000 into 10,000, that's 2. Half of 100%, you are left with 50%. So Linda made a 50% loss. She made a loss of 50%. So let us talk about discounts and interest and show how proportions can help. So a discount is like when you go to the shop, you want to buy something, let's say it costs 10,000 rands, then you bargain with the person who's selling and you get it for a lesser amount. We say you got a discount. June wants to buy a camera that is priced at 8,000 rands. The shopkeeper says he will give a 100 rand discount. How much did she pay after the discount? So we know that if you have got a cost price in the shop, your item is costing something and you are given a discount, we subtract that discount and you have a final price. The camera was going for 8,000 and the shopkeeper said, I will remove 100 rand from that price. So this will be the final price. It's 7,900. So June paid 7,900 rands after the discount. What is the discount as a percentage? So we have the discount is 100 rand, but we want to know it as a percentage. Remember, you always apply 100% to the figure that has not been altered. The 8,000 rand has not been altered. This has been altered because it has been applied discount to it. This has not been altered. So for part 2, you say the 8,000 rand is equals to 100%. What about the discount? We have the discount as 100 Rand. We want to see what it is as a percentage. This is direct proportion, so it's going to be less. So if you say less, the smaller number on top. So it's 1/80 multiplied by 100%. This is going to be 1.25%. So we say the shopkeeper gave a 1.25% discount. Example 5, still on discount. There is a 10% discount on all electronics in Case Shop. Thabo wants a set of headphones valued at 8,000 rands. How much will be the discount in rands? So we have the discount as a percentage, but we want it as rands. So this is the original amount, which has not been changed, which has no profit, no loss, no anything. It's the original amount. So you say that 8,000 rands is equals to 100%. Now we have a 10% discount. What's 10% of this? If you compare this 100% and 10%, 10% should be less than 8,000 rands. So we say 10% over 100% times 8,000 rands. Percent and percent will cancel. 10 into 10, 1, 10 into 100, that's 10. A tenth of 8,000, 0 and 0 cancel. You are left with 1 times 800. You are left with 800 rands. So we say the 10% discount is equals to 800 rands. How much did Thabo actually pay? So we know that if you are given a buying price or a cost price and you subtract your discount, you will find the final price which someone pays. Okay, so the cost price or the original price was 8,000 rands minus the discount. We have the discount of 800. So the final price, 8,000 minus 800, you get 7,200. So in the end, Thabo paid 7,200 rands only for the headphones. So let us finish with an example from interest. If you know how to do your proportions, it will help you to navigate through this. The only other thing you have to know is the definitions and the formulas to calculate these things. So what's an interest? If you borrow money from someone and you say you should give me back with a certain percentage on top, that certain percentage is the interest. That's what we are saying here. So the payback amount is equals to the borrowed amount plus the interest. Anna borrows 8,000 rands from her sister. She is supposed to pay it back in 1 year at a simple interest of 20% per annum. Per annum means per year. So at the end of the year, Anna should pay the 8,000 rand with a 20% on top. So we know that the simple interest or the interest is 20%. Part 1, how much is the interest? It's 20%. So let's find it. This 8,000 rand, remember, is the original, the untouched, the one without a percentage, the one without interest, without a loss, without a profit, without a discount. So it's the original. So this should be equal to 100%. And the interest is 20%. So by comparison, 20% will be less. If you say less, say 20% over 100% times 8,000 rands, percent and percent will cancel. 20 into 21, 20 into 100, that's 5. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 80, that's 16 into 0, that's 0 into 0, that's 0. So this is 1,600 rands. So we say the interest, or you can call it 20% interest, is equals to 1,600 rands. So we've managed to find what the interest is. Part 2, how much money in total did she pay back? Okay, so remember we said the amount which you pay back is equals to the borrowed amount plus the interest. How much did she borrow? She borrowed 8,000. And what is the interest? It's 1,600. So at the end of the year, this should be 9,600. So at the end of the year, Anna will pay back 9,600 rands to her sister.